Hi everyone. Today we will see an important CSS property called box sizing property. Generally, if you have an element like height 400 pixel and width 600 pixel, if I am asking for find the total width of an element, then we need to find uh, the content as well as the left padding plus right padding plus left border plus right border. This formula already we have seen in the previous classes. Yeah, meaning that if you take a particular element, this particular element having the content and there is some space between the content and its border, that one we call it as a padding, and we have a border, and around the element we'll have a margin. While finding the total width, we are going to exclude margin. Yes. Similarly, if you want to find the total height of an element, we need to include element content, top padding, bottom padding, top border, and bottom border. We need to calculate. Yeah, fine. So, for example, an element height is 400 pixel and element width is 600 pixel. Then, for example, if I am applying some kind of border like 1 pixel. Then what about this total width of the element? 402 pixel. 402 pixel because 400 pixel plus 1 pixel plus 1 pixel. 1 pixel. There is no padding. Assume that. Then it is going to take 402 pixel. Yeah. So when we are going to use this box sizing property to tell to the browser that please don't include please don't include the border and padding while calculating the total width of an element, meaning that it is going to allow us to include padding and order border in an element's total width and height. Yeah, fine. For example, let me show an example. Yes, I'm going to take some division. uh, for example, class is parent and another division. I'm taking one inside the division. Class is child. I'm going to take some kind of text. Lorem ipsum some text. Refresh it. Yeah. Now for this one, what I will do is I will try to set some kind of border all those. For parent, I'm going to define some kind of background color as yellow, and I'm going to define the height as 400 pixel, width as 600 pixel. And observe guys, yeah, fine. Like this you will get. So for child, I'm going to define some properties once again. For child, uh, background color is green, width is 100% of the parent element, height is 50%, 50% of the parent element. Refresh it. What happened? Yeah, fine. See guys, I'm going to make it somewhat down so that you can look and feel good. From top I need to move 50 pixel. Yes. See, observe here the child element and parent element width is same right now. The child and parent element width is same right now. For example, if I am going to add some kind of padding, for example 20 pixel padding I have added. 20 pixel padding I have added. You can observe the difference. Click on here. What happened? The child elements width changes as well as height also changes because padding is applied on all the sides. So child element width changes to 600 pixel plus 20 plus 20. So total 640 pixel is the width of this child element, which is green color. Yeah, fine. Similarly, if you would like to go for border, you can go for the border also. Border, some 5 pixel. 5 pixel. Observe. Solve. Observe now. It is going to include some kind of this also. Yeah, meaning that 640 plus 5 plus 5 now. So total 650 pixel is the width of the child element. Width of child element. Yeah. I don't want to make like that. What I need to do is I need to make include include this border as well as it contains 20 pixel and 20 pixel, right? This padding inside the 600 pixel only. Inside the 600 pixel, actual 600 pixel only, then I can go for box sizing property. If you observe here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to define the box sizing property. Box sizing equal to, it is going to take the value called border box. Border box. What is the meaning of this one? Border box means please include padding and border of an element in the total width of an element. In the total width of the element. So to make it defined to the browser, we are going to use this property. Yeah, I have saved now. You can observe the difference. What happened? Yeah, even though I have added padding as well as border, the total width has concluded to only 600 pixel instead of having 650 pixel. Instead of having 650 pixel, it is going to add for the 600 pixel only. Try to make it understood. It doesn't include margin. For example, I am defining the margin as some 10 pixel. It doesn't include margin. Observe, it comes to the outside. Yeah. Fine. So if you want to get like this, so then I will go for a box sizing property. Yeah. So in the previous class also, you all observed some kind of problem where what I did is I made myself to decrease the width of one side division. I will remove this one. Yeah. I will show that also right now. Yes. You can observe this difference here, which we are encountering in the previous classes. I am going to define style equal to float towards the left side. Float towards the left side. Yeah, here also I am defining the style here only. Style equal to float towards the right side. Is there anything is changing? So if I refresh, yes, you will get like this. Instead of all this, whatever, you will get this kind of structure. Yeah. So to make it align to the left hand as well as the right side, what we need to do, we need to define the width. For example, my width of the left panel is 40% of the screen. 40% of the screen, and for this width is 60% of the parent element. Now, is there any problem? No. Is there any problem? No. Because it is the total width of this element is 40% of the screen. This is 60% of the screen. Now, for example, if I added some kind of border, so this is what we are doing in the previous classes. If I added some kind of a border, like even though I have added 1 pixel solid color, solid red color, here also I will add border 1 pixel solid red color. Now you can observe the difference. It will move to the next line. Because this is 40%. The left side panel is 40%. This is 60%, and this 40%. In addition to this 40%, we are going to add the border also. How much thing? 2 pixel. 40% plus 2 pixel plus 60% 2 pixel is the width we require. But here only 100% require. 100% is available. So for that, what I did is in the previous classes, I may try to reduce this to 38% or like that, so that you can visualize it in a single stretch to the left as well as right side. Yeah, now I don't want like that. With the help of box sizing property, I can include that. I can define that. Please include this 1 pixel border also in the width of the element. So for that, what I will do is a box sizing property. Box sizing equal to border box. So for which element you are going to require for this kind of calculation, for that element you have to write that thing. Now you can visualize. Yes. Now as they included this border inside that 40% as well as for the 60%, they come to the in a single line. Okay, this way you can use the box sizing property. I hope you understood this one clearly. Thank you.